How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have City in Oblivion with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
Let's
All
go
right.
alphabetically. Dylan, you go first.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna go alphabetically last name, but
Wow.
No.
I'm Dylan.
Doxed.
I'm Dylan. I split vocals and bass. Who's next?
That's who's next.
That'd be Hunter.
H is
Oh,
next.
okay.
Do you know the alphabet?
No, I can only count to 4.
Oh.
All right. I'm Hunter. I play drums and sometimes I yell into a microphone.
Nice.
I'm Marcus, and I also split bass and vocals.
I'm Peter, and I play rhythm guitar.
There we go.
And there's one other guy, but he's not here. So
Yeah, he's
he
not
also
here.
plays guitar.
Garrett plays
yeah.
lead.
Yeah.
That's what we, allegedly. That's,
Allegedly, yes.
Virgil not
Allegedly.
out on that, yeah. I mean, if he was here, he would be able to say he plays lead, but, since he's
I'll
not
speak
here.
for him.
Magically.
I got that.
Yeah, Peter's got it.
Yeah, you've been upgraded, Peter. You're
Cool.
welcome.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome, We'll make sure to send that care package to you in the next couple days. I'm just kidding, Peter. Garrett, I don't know. I can't guarantee we won't roast you in this, this video here. So just want to let you know. Should have been here.
Shit.
Works okay. That's a fine excuse, but a little upset. A little lower on my totem, on my tier listing. So
Of course, yeah.
Just saying.
No.
got a lot of ground to catch up on. But thank you guys for coming on. This band hit me up in the DM, so I feel like if you would like to come on, all you have to do is DM me. That's really the magic of it. There's no peeling behind the curtain, nothing. They literally just DM me, and I was like, "Yeah, you want to come on?" And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. Here's the link." And then they were like,
Completely
"Cool, let's do
accurate
it."
representation of how I
Literally,
felt.
DM for
That
DM.
was that was absolutely it.
They're like, "Oh my god!" It's like like one of those YouTube videos where they're just like, "This is how it happened. That's the face exactly." Hunter's got it. He's got the knack for it. But I checked out some of your guys' stuff. Obviously, you have one live track that I gave a listen to before we hopped on, and I was like, This is something I can vibe with. So I'm excited to see what you guys have next. Obviously, the live video I feel like gives a good representation of what you guys do live. But I'm curious on the studio work, and a little birdie told me there's some new music coming out soon. So I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for that. But wanted to know how you guys started out. What is kind of like the origin story of the band? How did you guys all form and create City in Oblivion?
Marcus, you want to take this one?
Sure. All right, let me paint a picture for you, okay?
All right. Go Picasso.
January 2021. The world is still picture noir, like landscape, right? Black and white,
It's in black and white.
sad jazz music.
It's in French. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
2021.
you.
The world is still in a pandemic. It's tragic. It's sad. People are. It's not a good time. You were there. You all remember.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Florida. Okay, not from Florida. From Maryland. I'm in Florida.
Wow, this is
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
And
States,
I
man.
start. Actually, no. Fuck it. We're going even further back. Okay. So the year.
I like
is
how you were
20
just gonna. I like how you were gonna you started it and then you're like, okay. Actually, that's not the beginning. So
What's
like
the-
you just
where
like
they're
Proto band?
with the no, we're going from high school. No, what's the thing where they were like, oh, it's the very beginning of the movie. It's like, oh yeah, that's me. And you might be wondering, how did I get into this situation? Well, let me take you back. That's me. So 4 out of the 5 of us in the band. Peter's the only one that's not. Shame him. We're all in marching band. So that's how I met Dylan and Hunter and Garrett. And we were like, oh, marching band. Oh, cool. And then, you're done. High school's over. You don't go back to marching band. Then, okay, Dylan and Garrett start working at a summer camp. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to work at a summer camp. So I start working at a summer camp. This is mid-2020, all right? So painting the picture, mid-2020, still sad, still noir, very upsetting, but it's summer camp, so it's not that sad because it's summer camp and kids are playing outside. And that's where I became friends with Dylan.
Mhm.
And then fast forward. Now we're back 2021. Noir, it's all said. Oh, Florida. So I'm talking to Dylan and Garrett on Discord every night from like 11 p.m. till like 4 a.m. or something.
Or yeah.
Yeah, and we started a small podcast for music stuff. Which that was something else, really. I mean, that was a time. We recorded like 7 episodes, only uploaded 1. We're like, hey, there's not a lot of rock in like mainstream. Not like there's rock, but not like as much as like R&B, hip hop, like that type. We're like, oh, that's sad. Rock was so popular and now it's gone. We were like, oh, we know how to fix that. We'll start our own band. So like the first half of 2021 was kind of just like, because I was still in Florida until June. We were just like kind of writing some stuff here and there, like online. And Dylan wrote the first like full song. Dylan, how'd that happen, Dylan?
I was bored one day and I was like, dude, I can write some real pop punk lyrics. I was like, I went full artist mode, sat down for like 20 minutes and sketched out just a vocal melody and lyrics to go with it. And then I showed Marcus and Garrett and they were really feeling it. And then me and Garrett spent a lot of time on Flat, which is, Marcus, how would you explain Flat?
Flat.io is MuseScore, but worse. And it's an online browser version, and I still use it consistently, but that's because I don't know how to use MuseScore. So yeah, it's just not as good as MuseScore. Like the MIDI sounds are very not good.
So yeah, we wrote that first song through a bad MuseScore.
Yeah. And Garrett, who is mainly a drummer, wrote, because he was at college at UMBC in Baltimore, he wrote the guitar part for the song on the piano because he didn't know how to play guitar that well. So he like sketched it out on piano and then he like taught himself it. And so by the time I came back in June, we had theoretically finished the song. We just hadn't like played it all the way through. So we figured that out. And Garrett, who was playing drums at the time, looks at Dylan and I and he goes, I like pop punk, but I feel like I would rather play guitar for pop punk. So he switched to guitar. And then we were like, fuck, who do we know that can play drums?
Oh, God.
And there was a few people that we knew from marching band. So we went to them and none of it worked out. And we were like, oh shit, I remember Hunter. So we went to Hunter's house. And Hunter's house, we went there just to see with the whole band what it sounded like. And then I think I left early that night. But the next day, Dylan was like, yeah, so Hunter was like, if you guys want a full-time drummer, like, let me know and I'll do it. And so we said yes on the spot. And then from there, we were like, cool, we'd like one more guitar. So we like sent out a bunch of like, oh, fuck, please help us with the guitar, please, anyone. And Hunter sent something on his like Snapchat or something. And then Peter was like, sure.
Put it on my
So, yeah, it was Instagram. Yeah, and Peter was like, I have nothing better in my life. I'll do it. Yeah, why not?
That's that's close, I guess. I saw an opportunity to join a band, so I took it. Because like before the band, I'd been playing guitar for like 4.5 years.
Nice. Okay. And you're just like
After,
untapped potential. You're like, let's.
Yeah,
let's
I
go.
tried to join other bands before and it never worked out, so I saw this as an opportunity to take it.
And how was that? How was that first meeting? Were you like? You were like,
It was kind of like if you've ever seen the movie like Scott Pilgrim, I felt like Knives Chow like on the couch. I was like, wow. So I enjoyed myself.
You never went to the first one.
Oh, that is true. The second one, technically, yes, I went to.
Damn.
I didn't realize we had band practice that day, so I was like,
ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're all good in the hood, though.
Hunter was like, and that day, that was when I just hated Peter. That was the first day. I knew I had, even though we were going to be in a band together, I knew I had to have a vendetta against him.
Oh, yeah, everyone. Well, something that they forgot to mention though was Dylan, Marcus, and I have actually jammed before. Before Marcus went to Florida, we
Sure.
tried to start a project together, which was like, I don't know, it was us trying to be like an emo new metal band. And we gave it a name, Slave to the Applause. We
Mhm.
wrote like
Cool
a
name.
breakdown, had no guitar player, and then never practiced again.
We had one practice. And I have the best
Oh,
thing
no.
about that is that I have a picture from that one practice, and it was
Do
to
you?
Garrett, who was at it was when Garrett was still at his college in Baltimore, and it's just Dylan sitting on a like a stool, and he's like this. That's the best thing that ever came out of that practice was just that one picture.
Oh my god.
gross.
It was ooh so good.
If you can find it, Marcus, I'll throw it up now on the screen.
Absolutely.
See,
I know exactly what
that's
day
it.
it was,
That's
too.
commentator's curse, Dylan. That's all I'm gonna say. Is
Damn.
you said the thing that you didn't want, and now it's gotta happen.
Dude,
you
now
know?
it's gone.
Yeah, it's out there. You know, you shouldn't have brought it up. That's the problem. Actually, I don't think you brought it up. So it might,
didn't.
I think actually Marcus just opened up a well, and he was just like,
I
"All
did,
right,
yeah. I
we're
saw
gonna throw
the
Dylan in
opportunity,
there."
and I said absolutely.
And then I also saw an opportunity, and I was like, "Man, this is really gonna just affect Dylan." And so,
I can't wait.
might as well just give him like the like evil story arc. He was just like, "This one interviewer made me post this terrible photo of me."
I'm waiting for my villain origin story.
Okay, great.
This
It
is your
starts
Joker
here.
moment, Dylan.
This is the Joker
is it.
moment. Yeah. Please don't have it end like that movie ended. That's all I'm gonna say. I would consider myself a nice human being, so preferably not like to, die on
Not to
set.
get- yeah.
Yeah. That's
No.
just not a move. Not a move,
No, I don't think so. Too extreme.
If you're just gonna do it, just like in the woods, like, somewhere that doesn't
There,
involve
it's
me
been up,
being in
it's-
this area.
It's been sent.
Oh god. Oh man. Well, I will
I
say
described it very well.
okay, well, I'm gonna have to check it out, and then I will throw this up, and I'm gonna feel bad for Dylan here. Just L's for Dylan, and then in the comp. No kidding. I'm just kidding. Those L's are saved for Garrett since he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop them in the comments. But I love the story. I feel like every band obviously has like something that kind of binds them all together, and just seems like a lot of bands have an interesting time forming in that way. But it's cool that the way that you guys came up in music, you guys broke off and then obviously came back together and formed City in Oblivion. So it obviously worked out in that way, and it's cool. It's cool to hear how you guys came to be, and despite Dylan, doing this, I just did it earlier, so
I've already done it twice.
I'm no stranger to being an idiot here on the channel, so I feel like that this is just par for the course. But
We'll fit right in.
this is the Idiots podcast,
I
But
will say, I feel like every band now, like every band that's coming up right now, that's their story though. Is like COVID, I was bored, got together with friends, and now we have like a bajillion views. And it's like, oh, cool. Wish we were there for that.
you're like,
But I know
so
there's
we
several
blew
bands
up
that
on
I've been listening
TikTok.
to.
Now we're touring the
Now
world.
that
it's okay.
exactly, yeah.
We used to be nobodies, and now we're like a music plant. It's all right. It's cool.
TikTok is the way to go. That's like the way that we'll make it now, which is interesting.
You guys got time. I feel like if you guys aren't on TikTok, you can do it up.
We've tried. We've tried on TikTok.
What do you mean by tried, Marcus?
Well, there's a TikTok of Garrett twerking. So that's what I mean by we tried. I didn't say tried very hard. But tried nonetheless.
I respect it. I feel like that's the type of content you would save for like your OnlyFans or something,
Yeah, we haven't made one of those yet.
I want to speak too soon.
We're keeping that one in the back for when things get, like really
Real
desperate.
bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect it. It's a power move. I mean, not too many bands go for that, but hey, I respect it. I don't want to see Garrett twerking. That's really what it came down to. It. I don't think that's something anybody wants to see. So no offense
I'm
to
sure
Garrett.
somebody wants to. Somebody somewhere would see and be like, "Oh shit."
All right, guys. Well, let us know in the comments if you are a person that wants to see Garrett twerk. Just let us know. We might as well out yourself now at this point.
Yeah.
You just make it easier for everyone else. They're like, wow, this video blew up. It has like 50K views on it. How did that happen? That's weird.
I'd be so proud.
I also want to mention, because I did mention it at the top of the interview before we hopped on and actually started recording. So I mentioned to the guys I had all of their names like on my like spreadsheet here, and I did see that they had singer bassist twice, and I thought, man, maybe I'm having a stroke. This is my time. My time's come. I getting old. So I was like, maybe I'm seeing things, maybe the glasses prescriptions are starting to go. But then I did confirm with the guys that they do have two bases. So I'm not dying. So that's good, but I was like, why did they have two basses? So now I feel like you can kind of explain the origin of why you guys have two bass players. You have two guitar players. I'm waiting for you to have two drummers. We're just doubling up on everything. So mixes must be
Dylan.
insane. That's all I'm gonna say. Just
Dylan,
panned
go
bass,
ahead.
panned guitar, panned drums, panned vocals,
Panned everything.
all of
Fuck
it.
it. Panned everything.
Pretty much. That's
panned mix,
But yeah.
panned master, quad tracked. Oh no.
Go ahead, Dylan. Explain why we have
yeah,
two
Dylan.
bassist singers.
Let us know.
Yeah,
I
Dylan.
wanna know.
Yeah, Dylan.
All right. So us having two basses is less us playing at the same time, it's more of having two frontmen, and when one isn't fronting, the other one plays bass.
Oh, okay.
So me and Marcus, we are, when one doesn't sing, they play bass, and when one has the lead vocals, the other one plays bass. We switch off. We're at 50-50 for songs right now.
Yeah.
So that's how that works.
Interesting. I just feel like
Yeah.
you would just have like, I thought maybe for sure it was like, okay, like maybe one of them does harmony and the other one like they're both playing bass at the same time. So then like the guy at the like live soundboard is like, what the fuck's going on here? Why do they have two bass players playing at the same time? It's already hard enough mixing with one bass. You give me two bass players. So
Well, at first, when it came to live stuff, we would only have like one bass amp. So we would literally have to Dylan would talk because Dylan would start out by singing. Dylan would talk, or we would do the thing, and then Dylan would like talk while I had to like unplug my bass, and then I would just give him the chord, and then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now," and then he's like goes back, and then he plugs his bass in, and he has to like make sure that it sounds good. It was a time, and then recently we just were like, "Well, fuck it, we'll just bring two bass amps, and then hopefully it'll be better." And it has worked out better.
that's
So,
good.
Yeah.
Except for the person that's running the house sound is like, bro, okay, cool. The bass player is bringing his stuff in, great. And then he's like, that looked like another bass player bringing his stuff in. Is he in the
Sound
same
checks
band?
were always really fun.
We're not a sound check friendly band.
No.
Mostly my fault though.
Why is it mostly
Drums
your
very
fault?
loud, but drums loud. That's
just
just what else can you expect?
That's true. But I feel like that's the type of energy I like. I feel like if you're gonna play the drums, you might as well just smack them. I feel like you gotta lay down the law a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, man. That I feel like you'd be the most hated band. I feel like out of people who do live sound, they'd be like that band. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
They have two bass players. Good luck. They have like
not
a
inaccurate.
separate group chat, like a group text. They're just like, "Oh, are you? Yeah. Oh, I have this band, City In Oblivion. Have you heard of them?" And they're like, "Bro, I just mixed them last week. They had two bass players." They're like, two bass players. And they're like, "Yeah, what?"
We had a festival in February in Wilmington. No, not Will. I keep saying it was in Maryland. It was like in Rollville, Maryland. And I don't know why I kept saying Wilmington, and it was so fucking far from Wilmington. It was just very much not that. I don't know where that came from. And they like as part of their promotion, because it was like I think 10 artists played, and they would have like it was 2 stages. It was at a winery, so it was like it was cold as hell, and I was like, oh well, going inside it'll be better. It wasn't. They had like little fucking heat lamps that like I think Garrett was so tall that like he couldn't stand near it because it got too hot for him. So I had to like stay from like a distance. But we like leading up to it, they posted like artist promote things for each band or for each artist. It was like telling them a little something about each band. And I mean they made us sound very flattered. Like they flattered. It was good. It sounded like
good.
we were a good
Yeah.
band.
You guys are a
but
good band.
it was
I'll
just
argue
like
that.
I don't know. It was very sweet, and I'm very happy that I still have it on my phone because when people are like, "You're in a band," I'm like, "Yeah, read this. It does a better job than I could ever even hope."
You're like,
to.
look at this, man. Look how cool I am.
It was like they're the new band on the scene. They mix emo, punk, rock, metal, and indie, and I mean it's so good. I don't think we lived up to it, but it was their job to make us sound good, and they did it. I hope we did good on that performance. I don't fully remember, but we did get a genuine compliment, at least from one
That's
person.
good.
There.
We got a few. We got a few.
First time ever.
It was at the very least it was fun, but it was a weird setup. They had one setup all the way over here, and then like 50 feet away there was another setup, and this one was for band, and this one was for like solo indie artists with like a little ukulele. So it would go like band, boy
Solo,
with uke,
yeah.
band, artist with whatever, like back and forth. So it was like constant, like while one artist was performing, the other was getting set up. So it was like a constant back and forth.
Yeah.
And going back between each thing was very interesting.
It sounds pretty interesting, but I like it. I
It
like
was.
when
Yeah, no, that was
that
an awesome show. That was very cool. The whole day was really good.
Well, guys, if you did go to the Wilmington show, let us know. Let us know how they did. I'd like to know. The next question I have for you guys is, who are kind of the first artists that you either like saw on YouTube, on TV, or whatever, and you're like, I'd like to do music. That seems cool. I like that guy. That guy shreds. Or that guy's. I could do better than that guy. Who who is like the first artist that kind of like scratched that itch and was like, yeah, I need to do this.
We'll go alphabetically again.
Oh, you dick.
Hunter, you're second. Hunter, you're the second one. Okay.
Number two.
Just for I think watching what's the My Chem documentary on the second album.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. Watching that, this seemed like a bunch of dudes having a lot of fun, and I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. So, My Chem. We'll go My Chem.
Dudes being bros. I got that.
Dudes being guys. Dudes
Yeah.
being bros.
Dude.
Very dudes being bros. Iconically dudes being bros. So I played Guitar Hero 3 a shit ton when it came out. As did
You went out of
everybody.
order. You went out of order.
Out of order. I was about to go second.
Well, actually, no, you're right. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Fuck alphabetical. Fuck alphabetical.
Damn.
I played Guitar Hero. Look at me. I have a personality, Peter. So there was a bunch of so good. All the music in that was fantastic. I probably Aerosmith, because they had Same Old Song and Dance.
Ooh.
And that was like my first favorite song for a very long time. And that's also how I became like fan of Guns N' Roses, because Slash was one of the main like playable characters in that. And then you have the little guitar shred off with him. And then after that you played Welcome to the Jungle. And that was very cool. Also Tom Morello, but I didn't know anything about Rage Against the Machine until I was like 15. I just thought that he was like a made up guy, and then I saw something. It was whenever Rage Against the Machine was like, "Oh, we're like touring again." I was like, "Oh, fuck, that's a real guy."
I always want to be there for it. I I just want to comment on that. I would love to be there for that moment that Marcus thought that like he knew Rage Against the Machine was a band. I just want to be I want to be a fly on the wall in that moment where he fully came full circle and was like, Rage Against the Machine's a band? What the fuck? That's
Well, my
crazy.
parents didn't let me because when you beat Tom Morello, you play Bulls on Parade.
Yes.
And my parents made me mute that song. So I was like, I know that there's music here, but I'm just like
I
clicking the
respect
buttons,
it.
bro.
He literally did not know what the song was, but was still playing the Guitar Hero. Like,
And like it's
yeah.
easy when you're listening to the music because you get in time with it, but when there's no music and you're just all you hear is the clicking of your own buttons, and you're like, it's all fucked up. But yeah, so it was like a mix between Aerosmith and GNR.
I love it.
Now you can go, Hunter.
Wow.
No problem.
You've asked for permission. Now you can. Your permission has been granted. Yeah.
Right. So you said specifically anyone I saw on TV or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That it's kind of weird for me because that's not how it happened. So I'm big into the metal scene, arguably more than most of these guys. I'm a big thrash metal guy, 80s thrash stuff.
Oh, all right.
Metallica has always been the band for me. And the story behind that is I was actually born to a Metallica song. Yeah. So right, like right out of the womb, it was just fucking thrash metal all day, every day, and the song specifically was "Master of Puppets." You might have heard it on the
No,
that show,
I don't know,
Stranger
no.
Things.
No, I don't know what song that is.
No,
Never heard
not
of
at
it,
all.
honestly. Yeah.
Right.
Is it like
Right,
one of their
so-
like B-side songs?
Yeah.
I think so.
totally.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Right. So Master of Puppets and Lars's drumming, obviously killer. We listen to And Justice for All. It's I don't know. It's just the best thing ever. The sound on that. So those are the two records for me that like made me want to do music. And when my mom was like, "You have to play an instrument. You have to do school band. I'm forcing you. You don't get a choice." I was like, "Well, there's no trumpet in Metallica songs, but there is percussion. Close enough." And here we are. Now I just play drums every day, and that was the first band for me. Really was just Metallica, and then later down the line, I got really into the other typical bands, System of a Down, Slipknot, and then some of the heavier stuff. I'm really big Cannibal Corpse fan, and
Oh yeah,
all the metal stuff.
I love it.
I mean, I listen to everything though.
Exclusively
jam.
metal. I mean, you did have, I feel like Hunter came out of the womb with like the
Oh, yeah.
finger, horns up. He's like, "Let's go,
The
baby!"
horns,
Yeah,
the long hair windmilling.
yeah. His first thing before he started walking, he just starts doing like blast beats. That's what I feel like.
Definitely.
That's like that's in my head, as Hunter was telling me that story, I was like, yeah. He was probably like doing blast. He's like, yeah, so I started playing drums when I was like 2 years old, and somehow I mastered like the foot technique of blast beats, and
Right, like I
so crazy.
could play "Bleed" by Meshuggah,
Yeah.
which I can't do. Unfortunately, it's really hard.
It is a tough song. Yeah. I respect any drummer who can crank that one out. That one's so good. Love it.
Yes.
Peter, what do you got?
All right. So my first musical memory is hearing a lot of the Beatles because my dad had the one CD where it's just all their singles.
Ooh.
I remember that. And that was one of my first ones. But the first band I've ever seen play that really had me like, oh, I want to do guitar was the Sweater Song music video by Weezer.
Ooh.
That
That's a
was
good one.
I
All
saw
right.
that. That was the first time I saw like a band like play. And I'm like, wow, this is cool. I want to start playing guitar. And then that led me into like Nirvana. And that got me was like, oh, so now I have to play guitar. Because like he plays all these chords and like they're like really simple chords, but like he puts them in a way that they're just so awesome.
I would agree. Yeah, I feel like I came on to Nirvana a little bit late. But I've always respected their like their inclusion or addition to like music as obviously rock and grunge music. I feel like you guys kind of like it was really hard for me to kind of like put together a sound for what you guys do. Like it really, you guys kind of really do cover the gambit of different things. There was some moments where I was like, okay, this feels like pretty pop punk. This part feels like easy core ish. This part seems like alt rock kind of stuff. Like it was kind of like all over the
Mhm.
place in a interesting way, and seeing it live is probably a little bit of a different situation than most bands that I have on. Most times, like, I have like something to kind of base it off of. So for me to kind of start off with your music in, quote unquote, like more of a live capacity, it was very interesting to see that. I also did not pick up on the whole bass thing, so that I feel like that in and of itself kind of just threw me for a loop. I was like, okay, like cool, they have a bass player, but also why is there a bass sitting in the back, like just like hanging out? And I'm like, who knows? I'm just gonna respect it. People do weird shit all the time, so I was like, let me just go with it. But yeah, I feel like you guys kind of cover a bunch of different genres in that way where it almost feels like you're like, okay, I'm gonna dip my toe in here, I'm gonna dip my toe in here, I'm gonna dip my toe in here, and it's just like this really interesting amalgamation of different genres. And I want to listen to some like recorded stuff because I think that would probably give me a way better idea of like what you have in the works. So I'm like I said, I'm sure you guys got something, something cooking. I'm gonna say, I have to imagine, other, other than the fact that you'd just be, unless you're gonna prove me wrong, and you're like, okay, Brandon, we're gonna play all of these songs but live, and never gonna be a recorded cover.
No, there's
That's it.
recorded stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna wait. I don't know if there's like a paywall behind these songs.
No, we
but
can send you stuff. Don't worry.
I'm just gonna. I'm waiting for that OnlyFans, so I can start, paying monthly for it.
So are we. I can't wait. It's gonna be it's gonna be the best.
It's all Garrett twerking. And
It is
there's-
all it is.
It's just your song. It's a new song, but the same like Garrett twerking clip.
Video.
So you never know which song it actually is. It's just like, wait, what? I already. Oh shit! I already listened to this one, and then you go to the next one, and it's like, wait, it's the same song, and then you're like, oh no, this one's a new one. Okay, cool. I like it.
Yeah,
So I know
Love it.
I'm giving you all the best
that's
ideas
gonna be
right
real
now.
expensive.
It's
We're
gonna be
make
real
that shit
expensive.
mad expensive.
I love it. It's gonna be $6.90 a month. I love it. Great.
Perfect.
Awesome. Starting bids right now, guys. Remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty excited. The live, like I said, I'll leave a link to all of their stuff in the description. Go give them some love. But I liked it. I gave you guys a sub on the YouTube, because we gotta try to push you.
Oh,
We gotta try to push you
W.
to 100. Trying to get that custom URL. I know it's like, so guys, sub, do it. I dare you. Unless you're
Do it.
Garrett, then don't do it. That's weird.
Don't do it, Garrett.
Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it, Garrett. If your name's Garrett, don't do it. Even if you're not even related to band, just don't do it. No Garrett's allowed.
We have lost the Garrett population.
not the Garrett fan base.
Not the Garrett fan
no.
base.
Oh man.
It's just all the other Garretts that want to watch other Garretts twerk. That'd be a
Fuck,
very
man.
distinct.
Honestly, if I found out that was a real thing, I wouldn't even be surprised anymore. There's some interesting stuff on the internet. I mean, shit. The fact that Reddit's still going strong. Shoot, man.
There is some crazy stuff on Reddit, so
r/Garrett twerking.
Somebody should make that now. That'd be great. And then just keep
Okay,
throwing
Marcus.
that.
I will make that.
It would be great if that's like this City in Oblivion like subreddit.
That is the official. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
I'll leave that in the description, guys. Make sure to go upvote. Love it. That is single-handedly the weirdest thing I think I might have asked my fan base to do is go seek out a Reddit page.
Yeah, woo!
If you could
What an
top that,
honor.
yeah, you guys are gonna be on my award show for weirdest fan solicitation.
Go.
So love it.
I'll hold you to that.
I'll send it out in the mail. You guys aren't too far away from me. We'll do it up.
Excellent. Send it to Peter when you send him the basket.
Send it to Peter. He's getting demoted. That's the way he finds out. He opens up the package. He's like, "What's this from?" And it's just like a note that's in like a cardboard box. It's like, "Dearest Peter." It's like, "My name is Brandon from Audio Addiction. You may not remember me because you weren't here in this interview, but the band have collectively decided via like a Survivor like posting where you guys like stick the name up. You're like, you have been demoted to rhythm guitar player."
Oh,
Oh no!
And then it's just like a bunch of like sound effects, boo, just like,
sad Trump.
and then I'm like, I didn't make this decision. You guys, I was like, the band collectively voted on this in the interview, so can't help you out. Sorry, I don't mean to be the messenger, but here we are.
Here we go.
Yeah, hey, I mean the messenger. I would love to be the messenger that just gives people bad news. As long as it doesn't have anything to do with me, bro. Fuck, easy job.
That's all right. Well, Marcus is in the band, so I feel like he can't be the.
Yeah, I can't. This is the
can't
one
be the
thing I
messenger.
can't do. Sorry.
I would do it. If you guys asked me to do it, I would do it. I just send him like a letter in the mail, and then at the very bottom in like the smallest font, I'm like, "You're now rhythm guitar player." I feel like that'd be hilarious.
That
It's
would be
like a
that would be
condolence
the
letter.
only real way to end it. Yeah.
It's like a condolence letter, and at the very bottom, it's like your band has says that you are now the rhythm guitar player. We have now upgraded Peter to lead status.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Peter.
there you go.
A fate worse than
Kudos.
death: being demoted to the rhythm guitarist.
I would actually rather not be lead guitarist. So
Damn. All right, we'll take back everything that
Rescind
we
that.
just said. It's
Yeah.
all
I just
Rescind the bit.
I don't
Rescind the bit,
Don't-
guys.
I just don't like lead.
Go back.
too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
I just like being rhythm. I like being the guy that lays like the foundation down.
Mm.
So you're gonna be like mid guitar player then?
Yes.
Okay, respect. All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same playing field here. So good that we can get that done. But the next question I have for you guys is, who are you influenced by? Who kind of gives you guys the overall sound that you bring to City in Oblivion?
Marcus, you go first, because fuck you.
Okay. You know what? After last
Damn,
one,
respect.
that's fair.
You did throw Dylan under the bus the last time, so I,
I
gotta
did.
give him credit.
Last two times, and I just completely overshadowed Hunter. It was not good. Well, you can tell by my hat. It's a bunch of characters there. I believe it says MCR, which I don't know what that stands for. Master Control Room, something like that. But I do know of this little underground indie band called My Chemical Romance. And word on the street is they're making some pretty cool stuff. So they're like
good. Yeah.
Dylan and I saw them last year at Firefly. Ooh, it was so good.
That's
It
a
was
small indie
fan-fucking-tastic.
fest, right?
Yeah, small indie fest. Yeah.
Okay,
There was only like 4 people there. We were 2 of them.
Insane. That's crazy.
Hmm.
Respect.
Hell yeah. Cool.
I'm waiting for that
let's see.
one time that MCR watches this and is just like, "Are you fucking serious, man?" And then they come after you. They like shoot you a DM. They're like, "Are you?
If I got
Look
to
at
talk
this
to them,
clip."
I don't care. I'd be happy just talking. To
He would
them.
be-
That would be okay with me.
He'd be like, "Yeah, I actually just did that to beat you, so I win."
Get pranked, idiot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Peter, why don't you take the next one?
So like I said earlier, Nirvana, but like as of recently, I got a lot into Deftones. Like just their entire discography, I've listened to it like front to back. All very, very, very good. So like my heavier moments in the band are mainly just from listening to a bunch of Deftones. So like my biggest one though is probably like Around the Fur. That has like the crispest like mix and like guitar playing that Deftones has ever done. I love their new stuff, but like their second album, Around the Fur, is just knocks it out of the park all the time, every day.
It's real good.
I like that. Yeah, I agree.
All right, Hunter.
Oh, my turn. Okay.
Hunter goes turn again.
I'm just gonna wait on all of these now.
I respect it. I respect it.
Right, cool. So we talked about influences later in like the one band. You know, I'm the metal guy, so there's a lot of those metal bands. We talked about Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, Exodus, Creator, all the thrash bands. I'm into all of those. Past couple years, I've gotten really into like the core scene. And, you know, really started with Spirit Box.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
killer. Zev, their drummer, is from Philly, which is relatively close. Great guy. He's a beast. Other bands that I've recently been listening to and taken a lot of influence from are probably Bring Me the Horizon, are the big one. I mean, you know, they have no genre. They can do literally anything. I've never seen a band, you know, write a record like Ammo and then Posthuman in 2020. Like I've never seen anything like that before. They're crazy. And recently, I've been listening to a lot of jazz and studying it and trying to get the jazz chops up. Drummers like Art Blakey are huge. Obviously, Buddy Rich. You know,
Nice, yeah.
guys like that are super big influence on me. And you know, another part of your question was about the band. I think as a whole, a couple of the bands that we look to a lot are Nirvana. We have that grungy aspect to it, the alt rock sound, which is what most of us have just decided to call ourselves as an alt rock band because we don't even know ourselves.
Fair.
Oh, I'm trying to think of other bands. The Used are a big one for us that we
Ooh,
like to
all
look
right,
at.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys know any other? Those are the two that come to my head.
Well,
There's
Dylan is
another-
next, so he can talk.
Yeah, go Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a collective, Hunter pretty much nailed all the ones. As an individual, the Used, I really like the Used. Their bass playing specifically, and the way they make all their songs. I feel like you're not really going to get the same song twice on their albums, especially the first album. I love their first album. But recently, I've been looking towards more like pure bassists like Thundercat, Geddy Lee. But like, I'm not there yet, nowhere near. But like, that's what I'm aiming for. But as of right now, I think like the way that they Used incorporates their bass is where I would say.
I would agree with that. That seems like I feel like that's a pretty fair comparison because they have quite a history throughout the genre of kind of just. I feel like there's not one album that like they have a lot of things that obviously connect their different albums over the years that they've been doing it for, but they're the thing that kind of surprised me about their band is that they're always consistently the Used throughout the entire
Mhm.
you know catalog of their musical journey. They just have that sort of sound, and I hope that that same sort of thought process goes along with City in Oblivion because I think that you guys have something certainly interesting, and I'm kind of curious to see how far and how vast you go. I liked Hunter's influence of Bring Me the Horizon because they very much started off as like a deathcore band and nothing like what you would imagine them to sound like today.
Mhm.
And I always joke with people that have not heard old Bring Me the Horizon because it's like such a 180 from what they do now. And I think people get surprised that they're like, wait, that same band wrote that like Count Your Blessings? That's kind of wild. And I'm like, yeah, isn't that's nuts? And I think it goes to show that, if you allow yourself to just kind of be influenced by things that you enjoy, regardless of genre, I think it just obviously renders some of the best results. So I hope that you guys it seems like that's kind of the case of what you guys are doing. And I hope you expand more, bring more things in. Just don't go country on me. That's all I ask is please, for the love of God, do not become a country band. That's
No, I don't think we're gonna. I don't
Yeah,
think we're gonna go
so-
that far. But you touched on an interesting thing, and bring me to it. There's one thing that we like to say, which I think I might have said it once in a practice, but unapologetically us.
yeah.
We all five of the members of this band are so different from each other, and we all come from different musical backgrounds, and we all have different tastes. I listen to the heavy stuff, you know. Peter has his own tastes. Peter's taste to me is really interesting because a lot of the stuff he listens to is rock and rock adjacent, but a lot of it also isn't. So it's
This,
a
this is
lot of
true.
like a lot of and you know like
This is true.
Dylan just got to see Taylor Swift and is like
I loved it.
into other not rock stuff, but it's like we all have these different influences, and it proves to be a struggle when we try to write songs together. It's really hard for us to write songs because of that, and we're all influenced by different things, and we all want to do things in a different way, in a different direction, which is when we do write songs and we get things finished, it creates that unique sound where it's like, oh, like you said earlier, there's this easy core sounding part and this pop punk sounding part, and then this like alt rock sounding part. It all combines and it makes a special sound. But like, how do I say it? It's hard for us to work on these things. And for a while we struggled with, okay, well, where do we go? We need to define a sound. Let's try to put a lid on things, and then and that proved to be even harder for us. So just I'd rather us struggle with writing songs because we all want to push things in our own direction than have to try to restrict ourselves.
I think it's kind of like what I kind of recommend to bands is that like there's a barrier, right? And that like that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go beyond that barrier or you can't stay in the barrier. I think there's a level of like, okay, we know what we want to do, but this might seem really out there. And I think it's like that thing that is close enough to the barrier without touching it, kind of a way that I think if you can find that and still kind of, again, be, as you said, Hunter, being unapologetically you as a band, I think that's kind of like the best middle ground of those two things where you're able to be expressive in that way and still keep your true identity as a band, but still trying to push the barrier, trying to do different things to, inspire people to kind of write new music and kind of break into territory that I don't think a lot of other bands break into. And I think that's what kind of surprised me most about If It Doesn't Kill Me, I'll Do It Myself. Like, I think that's what really surprised me about listening through to this song. And I did it a couple times just to make sure I was like on point with it. But it was very interesting to kind of see like even like the processes of like how the song is kind of like fleshed out live. It was a cool process to see you guys kind of handle all of that responsibility live. Obviously, excited to hear a recorded version of this, but I think that there is a uniqueness in the fact that you all come from a different background, and I think that that's pretty evident in the type of music you guys make. So I would implore you to keep doing that. I don't feel like you guys are gonna stop doing that. But as I said before, if you become a country band, I'm cutting it off.
We're
Yeah,
out.
it's
We're
over.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be out too. Don't worry.
They'll be like, we're done. We're actually reforming. We're gonna be called like Tractor Time. I don't know, some shit. Fuck, I can't think of a good.
Just
Let us know
That's
if
good
they
enough.
were
That's
in
good
an
enough.
alternate universe. If City in Oblivion was a country band, let us know what their band name would be. You shouldn't, because that would be a terrible idea. But if you did, it would be in the comments.
Small town in a cornfield.
That's actually that was
Ohio.
kind of good. I like that. Ohio. Iowa, just to slip now out.
It's great.
Oh my god. The next question I have for you guys is, what are you jamming more currently? What have you guys been listening to lately? What's the vibes?
Hunter, do you want to go first this time?
Yes. Oh, Hunter's going first. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Yay. So that's always a hard question. Because right, I studied jazz and I listened to it, so I've been trying to learn some standards and stuff.
Sure.
I'm a jazz major at school and all that stuff, so a lot of like Ellington and Ella versions of some of those standards that they all the classic recordings, just to learn some tunes and stuff. Some records that have come out recently that I've been into is Mother by Veil of Maya.
Oh
Came out
yeah.
a couple days ago. Super jaunty. I like a lot of the electronic work they did on that run.
It was great. Yeah.
it's a great mix of stuff. Death Below by August Burns Red was
Yeah.
a great record. Came out on my birthday, which is cool.
Hey.
And then I saw them like a week after it came out live up in Philly, and it's the 20-year anniversary tour. That was great. Super awesome record. Also, super heavy, great riffage on that. And, as always with them, I love the lyrics. Their lyrical content is just super great.
Agreed. Yeah.
Awesome,
As
sweet.
far as like new stuff, that's it. A lot of that sort of core sound.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Cool.
Who's next?
Who's next?
It's an excellent question.
Someone talk before Marcus does. We need to know him up.
Dylan, you can go.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so me and my girlfriend listen to a lot of Taylor Swift. Went to see Taylor Swift the other day. She was really good. So someone who's just listens to a lot of rock, listening to Taylor Swift, I respect her a lot. So just put that out there. For new music, the new Thundercat and Tame Impala song came out. I love that. It's so good. And pretty soon, me and Marcus and Garrett are going to Baltimore to watch Pink Shift, Origami Angel, and Sweet Bill.
Ooh,
So I've been
nice.
listening to those three recently, and those three are awesome, amazing.
I wish I could go.
Saturday.
Hey.
Saturday.
I have a show that day. I can't go.
Oh. Pour one out.
All right.
Peter.
I'll go.
Peter.
So
Go,
I haven't
Peter.
listened to like any like new releases of music. I haven't really found a band that I can do that with. But if I'm going to go to something, so what my current vibe right now is like a bunch of American football, Meat Puppets. I got really heavily into like Modest Mouse, Have a Nice Life, Sepultura, Slow Dive. I listened to an album, Alien Lanes by Guided by Voices. It's really sick. It's like I wouldn't even call it like music. It's like so experimental, and it's like sometimes it's just like spoken word, and the songs can only last like 30 seconds, but they all bleed into this like one giant song. It's really sick.
That sounds wild. I'll have to give it a
It's
listen.
awesome.
Cool.
Loving
But
it.
yeah,
Can I
other
go
than that,
now?
that's about it. Yeah, it's your turn now, Marcus.
Excellent. Finally, someone let me out of my cage.
He's
All
like,
right.
ah!
So I've been released. So I've been trying so fucking hard to get into the new Avenged, but damn it, they're not making it easy for me. Specifically with We Love You. Nobody was a slapper. We Love You is an acquired taste, and I'm still trying to get into it. I've shown that to many people recently, a bunch of normies, because I've been curious as to what they would think.
Not normies.
And it was not positive. It was. We had a bonfire. Dylan, was it Sunday? I don't know.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
something.
And we made my poor cousin. She'd only heard a few like Avenged songs, but we made her listen to it with my other cousin, and then he left, and then Dylan showed up, and Dylan also hadn't heard it. So I was like, ha ha, time for round two. And so she had to hear it twice.
Oof.
That was Dylan's first time hearing it. Dylan, what'd you think of it?
I didn't hate it, but it's one of those songs where you're not gonna like it your first listen.
Yeah, Garrett told me straight away, he was like, I don't expect you to like it. It was good. It's just it's very experimental.
Does Garrett like it?
Yeah, Garrett loves it.
Oh my Christ! All right.
Of course he does. He told me, and I quote, "There is no such thing as bad prog." So,
Oh,
pretty much.
that's no. All right.
I can kind of agree with that. I mean,
but I've been listening
Prog
to
for a reason.
a lot of Boy with Uke, who is fairly new. He's been releasing new stuff. Is like a TikTok boy. Peach Pit is always fucking iconic, amazing, 10 out of 10. Love Peach Pit. And then a lot of Origami Angel and Pink Shift getting ready for this show. This is our second time that we're going to see Origami Angel, and they hopefully will be just as good, if not better, than the last time we went to go see them.
I feel like you have a pretty good shot of them being good. If they were good the first time,
Yeah,
they're probably gonna
they
be
just
good the
released a
second
new
time.
single today.
They
It's
did.
very good.
There we go. Well, have a good show. It sounds like a good time. Obviously, pour one out for Hunter because he couldn't be at the show. Yeah,
He'll be fine.
Yeah,
He's playing a show. He'll
I'm
be
playing
okay.
a show, so we'll be
Mhm.
good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least, listen. I mean, I feel like drummers are a hot commodity, so
Yeah.
I respect it. But the next question I have for you guys is, if you were to pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Peter, go first. You haven't gone first yet.
That's kind of a
Peter's
hard
face was
question.
great. I just want to say, as soon as I had finished saying the sentence, he was just like,
It's kind of a hard like question to answer. I think like if I had to pick one and it would sound decent, I would say "Be Quiet and Drive" by Deftones. It's the most relaxed. It can
Ooh.
fit into our set list the best, and it's not so like scream intensive. Where so Dylan can like do the lead, and like either like Hunter or Garrett can do like the screamy parts of the song.
respect. I like that. That's a
We're
good
close
choice.
to doing that. We're almost there. We have almost all of it, right?
I mean, I know it, but I mean,
You know it. I know you know
We
it.
I mean, I
did
know it.
play all of it at one point.
Ironically, Garrett wasn't there either.
Yeah, Garrett wasn't there.
Wow. Two for,
Because
Garrett's
he
not a
was
two for
big fan
two
of
right now.
covers. He doesn't like doing
He
covers
doesn't
as
like
much.
covers. No.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. He's not here, so it doesn't matter.
It's a safe space, Peter.
It's
Don't
a
worry.
safe space. You're okay, Peter. You can say what you want,
All right, let's go next.
Dylan, you go. I'll go last again.
Hell yeah, dude. It does not fit our sound. I would love to do "Suck My Kiss" by Red Hot. Like "Suck My Kiss" by Red Hot. I would love to play bass for that in this band. It'd be so much fun.
That would be. Honestly, any Chili Peppers would be fun.
I can't play every Chili Pepper. I can play very select.
Can I?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's just if there was a song.
If there was.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
That was the
talent is
question.
no like
Oh. Yeah, still "Suck My Kiss." It's very fun.
I'm tied between two, but they're
Oof.
both fucking bangers. So the first one, honestly, really any song off of "Collide with the Sky" from Pierce the Veil, but specifically "King for a Day" because I love that song. So or Bulls in the Bronx would also be really fun. Just this
Yeah.
the guitar, like the break in that. Oh, so good. Or "Love from the Other Side" from Fall Out Boy's new album. Whoo! That song is so good. That song is it's so good. I would love. And Dylan talked about maybe learning it, but there's as of right now, last time we checked, there was no like tab of it online, or at least not on Songster, which I'm not gonna pay like guitartabs.com or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, it's here, but you're gonna have to give us some money. Like fuck that. Songs you can do it for free.
That's a true musician move, I think. You're like, look, I'm gonna stonewall by not paying for this thing that I need. I respect it.
I'm right.
Yeah. Hunter?
This is a hard question. Because it goes back to, we're all different. and none of us
Yeah.
like the same type of music. So I can't, say something like Blasphemian by Infant Annihilator. and then
You
it's
could.
okay.
I mean, you could.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
this is a safe space.
Go for it, Hunter. Tell them
Yeah.
about Sperm Swamp, Hunter.
Yeah, man.
That's a great band. No, yeah. They're cool. Right. I don't know. These sort of questions are always hard, and we when we play covers in the past, and we've tried to pick some. It's always like, well, which one works the best? And it's like, I don't know. I think something by A Day to Remember would be cool for us. It's rocky enough. It's got the heavier stuff. It covers all the grounds. Trying to think of a specific song. I don't know, Downfall of Us All. The
Yeah,
hit.
Downfall.
Oh, that's a good one.
Do
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Have Faith in Me.
Oh, that's also a good one too.
I mean, that whole record is just killer. Homesick is great, and then I'm like looking at like my Spotify up here, see what we have, see what just pops up. Ooh,
I do
what
like
to
most.
Still Waiting by Sum 41.
Ooh.
Still Waiting is good, yeah.
It's a great song, super high energy, super punky, kind of metal too. They're fun. They're a fun band.
Very sad that they're
I like
done.
No, I know.
That's
Pour one out for some 41. I mean, they've been doing it for a long ass time too. So I
They
feel like
have.
you gotta. I mean, I feel like they could have quit as a band you know. So I respect that they have been doing it for such a long time. You know, one of a seminal band, I feel like, in the emo
Yeah.
scene. So
Yeah.
I gotta give them a lot of respect for doing it.
We're
And
still getting a record, and we're still getting a
yeah,
tour before that
we're
happens.
getting a
so-
record, a tour. I think they really, I really feel like they're gonna pour a lot of their heart and energy into this last album, and then just like absolutely just go ape shit for like the new
Oh, yeah.
tour that they're gonna be doing. So I'm just curious who they're gonna announce as support. I feel like if they just, if they have like a banger album, great tour to lineup, that's like can't
A
ask for
perfect way to
anything
go.
more. Yeah, that would be a perfect way to you know like put an exclamation point at the end of their whole discography. So
Yeah.
I like
would
it.
agree with that.
I like that choice. I feel like I would have to go for the nostalgia pick. I think if I had to throw my metaphorical token in the City in Oblivion pot, I feel like I would go with the Sum 41 choice just because like I love Sum 41. So I feel like for me that one would be cool and poke at the nostalgia. So I like that. But
Dude.
Moss, what were you gonna say, Dylan?
I was another song that just popped in my head. I would love to do Clint Eastwood with Marcus rapping. That would be perfect.
That ooh,
Just
I
man,
would
because
love
that
I
might
said
actually take
finally
my.
someone let me out of my cage does not mean
Dude,
that I would.
love
I'm
that
not saying
so
I
much.
wouldn't because I absolutely would. However, it would not be that great of quality, probably. I'll do it though. I don't give a fuck.
Well, we're going down that road. Twist by Corn.
Oh gosh,
All right,
that'd be
well,
something.
that
You know.
that would in fact be something. So if you do want to hear
And he
any
just
of,
tracksuits and everything. You know?
yeah, I feel like he's good. You know, I believe in you, Marcus. You got it. I think you can do
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, guys, if you believe in Marcus or you believe in any of these other suggestions, or you'd like to offer up your own, drop them in the comments. Let City in Oblivion know what you'd love to hear from them because they have no fucking idea, and this is the perfect time to let them know. So
Yeah.
do it up.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
Pretty
The,
great.
the next question I have for you guys is another fun one. Favorite food to eat?
I'll go first because I don't know if anyone else wants to go first.
No, you won't. Just kidding.
I feel like this is a maybe it's a basic answer. I don't know. Tacos are 10 out of 10. Very good.
Yeah.
Tacos
Be
are always very solid. Very solid. Any kind of taco, hard shell, soft shell, salad. Geez, I mean, fucking, really any taco. Tacos are just good.
Dude.
I'm gonna go. I guess my option would be like, like sushi. Probably sushi. Most definitely sushi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Geez, I mean,
I'm a big like tempura roll kind of guy.
Ooh, okay.
dude, yeah. You want to go? Okay. Dude, any time of the day, right now, 3 a.m., like a bowl of hash browns with like eggs and bacon in it. Like that is
I thought
perfect.
you was just gonna. I'm not even gonna lie. I legitimately thought Dylan was just gonna stop at a bowl of hash browns and then not add anything else, just the hash browns.
Bowl of hash browns.
Yeah, man.
Anytime, 3 a.m. right now, I don't care. Give me a bowl of
Bowl of
hash.
hash
Yeah.
browns.
I'm gonna remember you said that, Dylan. I'm gonna
That's
remember,
it.
and you can't say. And I'm like, you want to hang out? You're like, no. I go, what if I get you a bowl of hash browns? It'll be like, oh
At
shit.
3 a.m.
know
though.
my
It's
answer,
gotta
dude.
be
I
at.
would love
It's gotta
that.
be at 3 a.m. though. We can't have it before
yeah.
or
Oh
after.
boy,
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Sounds like one of those bad YouTube videos where it's like, oh, don't order a bowl of hash browns at 3 a.m.
The video ends once we have a bowl of hash browns in 3.
It's just DoorDash.
Oh, like, the DoorDash guy's like, what the fuck, man? He just asked for hash browns.
He'll
fucking
probably
weird.
get it. He'll understand.
He'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it, man.
All right.
Hunter.
Well, we got two options. The best one for me, because it's probably the thing I eat the most, is just the ramen noodles. I mean, I don't know. I'm simple. They're super unhealthy, but God, they're good. Or, we have like legit, like healthy, good ramen. I'm a big miso ramen fan.
Respect.
With the pork and egg and the onion. It's
Yummy.
top tier. But if we're going like my like bougie like foodie tastes, it would have to be some form of high-end steak.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
This is the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
He literally
respect
said
it,
that the
though.
cheapest thing you can buy, and then also simultaneously the most expensive thing you most likely can buy.
Yeah.
Right? It's all in the cut of the meat and then how you season it.
Hunter's all encompassing. Hunter's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking. That's basically Hunter saying he just likes food.
I respect it. Yeah, he
I
crushed
am a
it.
human dumpster. I eat anything.
I feel that. I like that. I like the choices, guys. The next question I have for you, if you guys were to have a dream collaboration on an up and coming City in Oblivion track, what song or who would you love to have on a song?
Marcus, I'm stealing your answer. Gerard Way.
You fucker! You absolute monster!
I wanted to see what your second option would be.
Ooh, I
You're a
like
piece of
that.
shit, you know
Respect.
that?
Respect.
I know.
Kudos, Dylan.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Evil man. Wow. Okay. Shit.
You didn't
Nah,
make
I
him
can't
choose
go
the easy
next.
way out.
Speechless.
No, I love this.
Speechless.
We'll give you time.
I mean, I'm giving it some time. I'll be fine. I just have to figure it out now.
I think I have my answer. I think I would have to do Slow Dive.
Ooh.
I think they would bring some really interesting ideas.
I
They
like
definitely
that.
have a more like atmospheric and pedal heavy like ideas, but I think those are sick.
I dig that. Peter got a good answer. I like that.
I got it. I'm easy. I looked at my phone for 1 second and it was on a song and I was like, shit, there it is. Fucking Jack Black. Okay, Dylan, you lose. I gave a better
Jack
answer.
Black's pretty
Go
good.
fuck yourself. Peaches is iconic. Video games, which just came out, Plug Tenacious D, is iconic already. Dylan, eat my ass. Jack Black can do no wrong. Okay, Hunter, your turn.
I might have to bleep that.
So, fair enough. Okay, a question before I answer. Do they have to be a living artist?
Preferably
Dude, play with a skeleton.
AI. Just like it.
Oh,
What was that?
no.
It was like the Tupac. He gets the hologram.
Oh.
That was wild. I remember seeing that video. That video was just wild. It
That
feels
It
so
was
bizarre.
wild. Yeah, it was very bizarre. Lands, don't do that, please. For the
Okay.
love of God, don't do it.
So preferably living. I don't know. That's so hard.
I like how
Um,
I love how all of Hunter's answers were locked under dead people.
Uh-huh.
Right.
It's like
My-
it's
my
like,
thought was-
excuse me, this microtransaction did not go through. You are not allowed to choose dead people. I'm sorry.
Right,
You have to
I
pay
was
into the
gonna
system.
I was gonna immediately think Randy Rhoads. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, fair enough.
right,
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
he's the greatest, But super out of left field, because I just listened to the cover of Spit today, Poppy.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Poppy,
Interesting.
as an artist, super weird. That's how I can describe it. She does like pop stuff, but it's like almost like horrorcore-ish in a way, and then she has like the heavier side. And right, I just said the cover of Spit, originally by Kitty, was fucking awesome. And yeah, I just think it's like super weird, which is like perfect for us. And we already struggle with writing songs and doing weird things anyways, so why not just throw another super experimental element into the mix?
Yeah.
Yeah, just let the chaos ensue. I like it, So respect. Well, guys, listen, we've come to that time of the interview where, you take your phone out and you tag City in Oblivion on Instagram because that's the only social media I was able to find other than Facebook, and no one uses Facebook. So we're gonna send this
True.
off. We're gonna send this off to Instagram. You tag City in Oblivion. You tag My Chemical Romance. You tag Jack Black. You tag Slow
Yeah.
Dive, and you tag Poppy, and then you type the word collab ? And then you post it on your story. And then listen, I didn't go to law school. I don't have my degree in law, but I will say, being patron of the internet, if it's online, there's probably a pretty good chance it's real. So just saying, if you want to
Dude.
just help, if you want to just help build that momentum, then I say less. I think that would be great.
That's what I'm saying.
Dylan's on board. So guys, like, listen,
Dude,
it'd be sick.
That would be
Poppy,
interesting.
Jack Black, and
I
Gerard
was
Way.
not ready for Poppy. I'll be honest. I respect that. That's a good option.
It's very out there. This is going to be arguably the most experimental track I think I've ever heard in my entire life. So, guys, do it up. The next question I have for you guys is my personal favorite. I'm a huge nerd, so I like to ask this one. If you guys could be a video game character, who would you be?
Dude, I got you on the spot. Pokemon trainer.
Oh,
Any one of them.
Oh, that's a
Easy.
good
Oh.
answer.
Generic
Pokemon
Pokemon trainer number 4. That's Dylan.
Okay, but like, are we talking about like Pokemon Trainer from Smash or like a specific Pokemon game?
We're just talking about put me in like, I don't know, Generation 4. Generation 4
okay.
Platinum. Throw me out there.
Pokemon Platinum, yeah.
Platinum or Black and White. One of those two.
I can go if no one else has an answer.
Yeah, go for it, Peter.
Do it
So,
up.
I'm thinking of like a Spartan from Halo. I want to say Master Chief, but I'm gonna go with Noble Six from Reach.
Because
I like Noble Six a lot.
Yeah.
I love that.
I recently played through Reach all the way through. Great campaign. I loved it because I played through Halo 1, 2, and 3 all the way through. Cried a little bit at the end of 3 and 2. They were great games. I played Reach and it was spectacular.
I agree.
So, yeah, I'm going with Noble Six.
I like that. If he could have chosen the obvious route, but I like that, I like that attention to detail. I get it.
It's good. All right, Hunter, do you want to like do rock, paper, scissors, or how do you want to do this?
You can go. I'll go.
Oh,
last
Okay.
again.
All right.
This time.
It's gonna sound weird at first, but hear me out. Corvo from Dishonored. Okay, not only is Dishonored, at least the first one, a masterpiece of a game, he's got so many cool powers. Sure, the
Respect.
situations
Okay.
aren't ideal, okay, but he's got cool powers. He can teleport, or summon rats, or become a rat.
Okay.
That's all that I
like
want
how your
out of
whole
basically.
your whole argument is just rats. That's what it comes down to.
I mean, shit. All I want in my life is to become a rat. All right, Hunter, go for it.
Rats by Ghost is a good song.
That is a good song.
Okay.
Link from the Zelda franchise, specifically Twilight Princess.
Is that the one where he becomes a wolf?
Yep.
Oh, okay, Hunter.
Yeah.
Learning a lot
You know what?
about
I
you today.
forgot about that actually. I forgot about that part.
Dude,
I don't
wolves
wanna
and
do that.
rats.
Well, it's too late. You've
turns
locked in
into
your
a wolf
choice,
now.
Hunter. That you have to be
All
part
right,
wolf.
I'll take it. Well, you know what? I get Midna in that
That's-
game.
That's
too,
true.
which is,
That's
like, one
true,
of my
that's true.
favorite video game characters of all time. So
That's cool.
That's
I'll take
factual.
I will take the furry accusations.
Yeah,
if it
just
gets to me, if it means I get to be, part of like my favorite game of all time.
just don't eat Marcus. That's all we
Yeah.
ask. It's
Leave
just
the
that.
rats alone.
Yeah, leave.
No
yeah,
promises.
Yeah, leave
Oh, no.
Rat Marcus alone.
Wait a minute. Okay, but if you think about it, hold on, this all ties together. Now, if Dylan's a Pokemon trainer,
Mm.
I mean, they're basically just rats and wolves, So Dylan's a Pokemon. I mean, shit, it kind of works. I don't know how we could tie Peter into it, but at
Peter's
least
the
three
other
of us we
trainer.
could-
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter's the league champion.
I'm
He just
very
shoot-
cu- I'm
he just
very
shoots
curious
all the
as
Pokemon.
Very curious as to how Garrett would have answered it, because Garrett has not played that many games. Garrett's played like Overwatch for a second, and then Fortnite,
I think
and,
Garrett-
and Minecraft, and that's like it.
Minecraft.
He'd be Steve.
You're like, yeah, I want to be Steve in Minecraft.
He's just the Fortnite dances. He's just the guy that's like,
You're like, oh, I want to be Winston. It's like, oh, okay. Actually, Winston wouldn't be that bad.
I like
Winston
Winston.
Overwatch.
Winston is smart.
We do like Winston.
dude.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Winston.
yeah, Pogs for Winston, guys. Let us know. W's in the chat.
Winston.
The the next question I have for you guys is: if you were to compile a dream tour lineup, who would be on it, including City in Oblivion? I feel like that's going without saying, but
Yeah.
just in case.
Well, Is it that they're opening for us, or we're opening for them, or it doesn't matter?
I don't know. You that's your decision. You know, I'm
Okay.
gonna leave the ball in
If-
your court. If you want to be an asshole and have like Blink 182 open for you, then that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
I was
But
like,
hey, I
if
respect
we
it.
can
You
help
know?
it, I hope that none of us put.
I
us as the
respect it,
headliner.
you know, from like just like a power stance move, but like at the same time, I'd be like, wouldn't everybody leave after Blink 182?
That's what it basically is. Yeah.
I would.
You better not. We're playing after them, Dylan. What's wrong with you?
Dylan just gets up.
no
and
one to
leaves.
play to,
He's
bro.
like, yeah, I'm good.
Actually, that's true. By the time, yeah, no, Dylan, that's fine. If we all leave, then no one would be there anyway for us. That's fair. Who wants to go first?
I can
You
do
know what?
it.
I've went last the past couple times.
Oh, all right, Hunter.
Hey, let's go, Hunter.
Look at him go.
Okay, so obviously us CIO, that was mentioned. I gotta help out the boys in my other band that I've been playing with. Time is Infinity, so we'll throw them into the mix, I guess. That's who I'm playing with.
I like how you were not sure about that. You're just like, yeah, I'll throw him a bone.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah, we're throwing things together. It's very last minute. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about this on the spot. Probably headlining, and then so we'll start at the bottom with me, my couple projects, and then we'll go to the headliner, and then we'll just work our way down. Metallica, my favorite band of all time, so I got to go with them. And then it would be a co-headlining tour. Metallica and Linkin Park.
Oh,
And then we would also have. Oh, I'm looking at artists' names right now, and I see a lot of them, and I don't know which one to pick.
It doesn't have to be too complicated. It doesn't have to be like.
We'll just do one.
It doesn't have to be like Coachella. It's fine.
No, we're gonna do one more. It'll be a good five band show. We're chilling. Let's just do something like completely, like different. And I've always wanted to see Kublai Khan TX, the hardcore band, so we'll throw them in there too.
okay.
They're crazy.
They are. I can confirm.
Oh yeah.
Your turn, Dylan.
All right, cool. There was a show that had Origami Angel and the Wonder Years, and I really wanted to go to that, and I wasn't able to go to. So if we were to open for Gami and Wonder Years, that I think is like, it's not like a super like out there. It's out there, but like
It's
that would
within
be
reach.
a dream.
I got you.
It would
Yeah.
be a dream. I would love that.
Respect. I like that. We just going 3 bands. Is that what we were rocking with?
It's like 3 bands. It's
Okay.
like a
Respect.
serviceable tour.
That's a good
Oh,
list.
I like it. It's a good list.
Yeah,
So mine are like super like off the wall, zany kind of
so quirky.
bands.
So quirky.
Like I would love to see like a headlining like show with like Sonic Youth, Duster, and like Silverchair.
Oh, all right. That's cool. I like that. Yeah. Respect.
Unfortunately for you, Peter, that's 4 bands. Gonna have to back.
I wasn't
one up, buddy.
including us. So.
He said us. You have to take one of them out, Peter.
Whoops.
No, it's I said you can max it out at 5 bands if you want.
I'm personally doing 4 because I don't care.
You do whatever you want. This isn't my shit, you know.
We'll have
I asked you the
MyChem
question.
headline.
You know?
MyChem will headline. Then we'll get. We're going down like top to bottom. So MyChem headlining. Then before they play, we got Pierce the Veil. Then before they play, got Origami Angel, and then before them, we got us. It's really like a power rate, like up. You know, as you go up, the monthly listeners get higher and higher.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pick for Garrett. I think his tour is going to be Imagine Dragons headlining. Then we're gonna after that I think we're gonna put Creed after that.
Yes.
And then I feel like okay, I'm gonna phone a friend. Hunter, who else are we adding to this?
He loves Creed.
He
so
likes
that's like
Creed.
Oh, he loves Creed. Okay,
He
great.
likes
Creed.
Creed, man.
Creed is a
Chef's
big
kiss.
joke for us. The only other artist I can think of that's already like perfect is just
Walter Bridge. Oh.
Yeah, he loves Trivium.
Okay, well, I didn't think he would love Creed, but that was more so a diss on. That was just more so a diss on him. So I feel like I'm the idiot for mentioning that he
Creed are
likes Creed.
objectively a great band. You
Jokes
got
on
that.
you. I like.
I don't
He must love Imagine
They're
Dragons
good.
too. I feel like if he
That's his
if he
favorite. How
loves
did you know
Creed,
that's his favorite band? Is
I
Garrett
just
with you right now? Is he in the same room with you right now?
he
I bet
might
he's
be.
feeding you
Yeah,
these
yeah. He's
answers.
actually I have like an earpiece underneath my headphones, and he's
Of
feeding me
course.
the answers. Yeah.
Excellent.
He actually pre-recorded his part, so we're gonna play that now. No, I would say, yeah. I'm gonna continue on with the terrible bit. So we have Imagine Dragons, Creed, and then who else are we gonna put on this awesome lineup? I feel like we gotta put DJ Khaled on there. That seems like
DJ
it
Khaled,
seems like a
easily.
very fitting
Yeah.
answer. Yeah. And then I think we'll
Have
start
you
the
ever
show.
heard of have you ever heard of the Shags?
No.
Oh.
They're an
good.
excellent band from like the
60s.
60s.
Okay, so we'll throw the
Yeah, they
Shag
gotta get
on,
on there too.
and then City in Oblivion will just watch as this just dumpster fire
Oh,
happens.
dude.
That sounds amazing.
Oh yeah.
Great
Perfect.
tour. Guys, you can pick up tickets now. You just have to click all of the links in the description. Make sure to follow and and then another secret link will appear. It'll actually come from the City in Oblivion. More specifically, it'll just come from Garrett directly, and he'll give you access to those secret tickets. So make
He
sure
will
to pick him
text
up.
you personally.
He will text you personally. It will say something about like him being like a Nigerian prince, but don't worry about it. You got it. You're gonna be fine.
He's just a prankster.
He's just a
does that. He's
prankster.
silly.
He watches a lot of Impractical Jokers, so I feel like he's gonna be. He's fine. He's good. Don't worry about it. Your money is totally gonna be safe.
Yeah, it's going to a good cause.
It's going to our band fund. So do it up. The next question I have for you guys is favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
So like both or like one or the other, or it doesn't matter.
Both. Yeah, one
Okay.
for each. Yeah.
Oof. Oh, man.
Okay, I'll go first. So my favorite TV show is Supernatural. I've watched every episode 15 times. It's insanely fucking good. Favorite
Respect, yeah.
movie? I just probably Pirates of the Caribbean 2. The Kraken's very cool. It's a shame that spoilers. It's a shame he dies in the third one. Not even in the
come
third
on,
one.
man.
I
Shit.
know everyone's like, "Oh, I was gonna see that in
Now
theaters."
I'm gonna
but it's like,
watch it now, and now I'm gonna know.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I
man.
know. Yeah, Beckett,
Oh.
that bastard. So sad.
Bastard.
Mm.
Dude.
I'm gonna have
Let's
to put a
go next.
spoiler alert now, guys.
I'll
Just
go
bleep it
next.
out.
Oh yeah, totally. Just whoop. Turn that whole section. That whole bit. It's
Just
a
all of his
drone.
answers is just a.
Pick a note. We'll make it a B flat.
All right, sick.
It'll just
You
be
got it.
Favorite show is Naruto. Simply,
Ooh.
it's I don't know. I'm a little weeblet myself, and that show brings me back to the.
I don't know how I feel about that, but hey, do what you gotta do. Respect.
That show brings me back to the middle school days, so I gotta pick Naruto.
I have to ask, Hunter, did you do the Naruto run?
I was that guy.
No, you weren't.
I was that guy.
Oh no, I'm sorry I asked that. God,
Six-
I feel like an idiot now.
My 6th grade yearbook, there's a picture of me wearing a Hidden Leaf headband that I wore to school every single day.
Hunter, what was your nickname in
Not-
Drumline?
Proud of it. My nickname for our high school drumline was Naruto.
I'm pretty
So-
sure I saw you Naruto
So
run.
we all had nicknames in our drumline. Marcus was Yotes, Garrett was Gare Bear, mine was Naruto. It was.
You don't realize the rabbit hole you just jumped headfirst into.
I just speed run things, I think that's what it comes down to, I
Right.
saw the vision and I knew,
I own the entire manga, all 700 chapters. of
Jesus
Naruto, I
Christ.
own them.
Respect,
Yeah.
I gotta give you respect, I'll pay you
Like
the
the-
dues.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. And then favorite movie, a classic, very common answer, but it's a great one. Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
Personally, best film ever made.
Wow.
Wow,
Crazy.
okay.
Does not
Okay.
get better than Empire.
Basic answers are basic for a reason, man.
I also like how I just want to comment again on Hunter. I just love that he said he had the entire manga collection. He's like, yeah, I like it. That's what he said. Like he just said, I have the entire collection. Yeah, it's all right. It's cool. I like it. It's great. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if you have an entire collection of something, you don't just like it. You know, it's just like yeah, it's kind of mid. It's all right. Whatever. Take
It's
it or
cool.
leave it. Yeah. Peter,
Dylan, do you want to go?
or
Do you have
who-
any answers? Or
I got some answers, yeah.
Okay. I have
TV
some.
show, we'll do Avatar Last Airbender.
Ooh.
Love Avatar. And for movie, we'll do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Ooh. Okay.
Fan of
Did
Volume
you see
2.
3 yet?
I did. I liked it a lot.
You liked it? Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to go see that.
Definitely.
three was very good. Very, very good
Okay.
movie.
good.
Okay. Respect. Peter, what are your picks?
So, for TV show, it's kind of similar to Hunter. Mine is Dragon Ball Z, but specifically Dragon Ball Z Kai because I hate sitting through filler. It's annoying. I hate it. So I'm going with Dragon Ball Z Kai because it sticks to the manga pretty closely. Favorite movie? That's hard to answer. I have a lot of favorite movies, but I'll say right now I'm gonna go with Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro.
Ooh, all right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Respect. I also like how I'm just gonna completely in edit and post edit. I'm going to take Peter's answer and I'm just gonna stretch it. I'm just gonna have him like be like a Dragon Ball Z filler episode. Be like last time,
Please.
last time on Brandon's audio addiction interview with City In Oblivion. Peter was about to give an answer. Then, and then we'll
No.
just have him just like, oh god. I think it'd be even funnier if I say I'm gonna do it and then actually don't do it. So that's
That would be
probably
great.
what's
I
gonna
would love
happen.
that actually.
I mean,
If
my
you end up
actually-
doing that,
Naruto, I'm the king of filler.
if you end up doing that, you have to put like a 40-minute like mid-roll ad in there right before he actually like reveals what it is.
Ooh.
I just do it like, hey, oh my god, that'd be great. I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? Today's episode is sponsored by Manscaped. Go off. I feel like that'd be tight.
Shave your balls like a
Shave- Have you ever wanted the tightest, whatever?
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna bleep that for sure. And we're gonna move on to the next thing. Like, not like a Dragon Ball Z or Naruto episode. We're getting right into the next meat of it. So respect,
Very good.
Just kidding.
very
I
good,
love anime. You guys already know that if you've been with audio addiction long enough. So yeah, cool. Anime's sick. Don't bully other people that like anime because you're an asshole. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fuck you, Marcus.
Yeah, fuck you, Marcus.
I like
Yeah, Marcus.
I like anime. I'm just apologize for liking anime.
Dude, I wore a Naruto shirt one day to a show, and Marcus bullied me to take it off.
I did. Because everyone was wearing band shirts, and he's like, "Here's my Naruto shirt, guys."
It was cool. It was Itachi.
Also, in my defense, that was the first day that we had our own like actual band shirts. So it was a good time for you to wear something. All right. It was. It
I
just
was wearing
worked out.
something.
I like how
Naruto shirt.
he's just like, I like how Marcus was like, it's a good time to wear something, and just Dylan just shows up completely butt ass naked.
As I said that, I was like, that is how that sounded like. I mean, maybe.
I mean, Flea from
that's
Red
a
Hot
no.
Chili Peppers has done it before. At
Yeah.
If you want to
Woodstock.
see
Hey,
Dylan
man.
go butt naked, go to our shows.
It'd be,
There are
it'd be
OnlyFans
kind of
out there.
it'd be kind of funny though if like if he was just completely naked, and then when you go to like change over the bass, he just bends over, and you're like, oh, okay, well, this is not what I was expecting for a show, but hey,
That's when we get the shirt and we like hold it over and we're like, can't see anything.
it just blurred out like in
there's
real
bird.
life. You're like, this is for our OnlyFans later. All right, cool, great, thank you. All right. Well, we're gonna move on from that train wreck of a question/answer rebuttal, whatever you want to call it, because that was also no pun intended. Don't take that context. All right,
Oh.
thank you. All right, next question, guys.
Fly dog.
Next question I have for you is: if you were trapped on a desert island for the next month, and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what album would that be?
No.
Mm,
I have my answer. It's so easy. It's literally so easy.
Go ahead.
Around the Fur by Deftones. Easy.
Hey,
It's easy.
You did say that, yeah.
he did say it was easy.
It's almost
Very
easy.
easy.
Yeah,
It's almost
really-
easy.
It's a good song.
I feel like that's a song that Garrett would like. You know, he just seems
Yes.
like it.
Almost easy.
Almost
it
easy.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Revenge.
Awesome.
Great band.
Awesome. Awesome.
These sort of questions are so hard because it's there's so many records and I listen to so many of them and I listen to so many genres and subgenres and it's always hard to pick. I guess I'll just go with the bread and butter. Master of Puppets is my favorite record of all time, and it is I think everything that makes that band the greatest band in the world. So Master of Puppets, but also the Black Album is really good too. So I'm torn. But I'm gonna okay, Master of Puppets. Final answer.
Ooh.
Final answer.
Respect. I appreciate. I could tell Hunter was having a real hard time at that. So for him to
There's so many records.
lock in, I respect it. It's for a month. I'm not keeping you hell bent on listening to it for the rest of your life. But I respect the Metallica pick. So Dylan.
I'll go. We'll go with. We'll go. Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. Red Hot.
Ooh, all right.
It's about an hour long, so you can listen to it a lot.
It is, yeah, that's fair. It's long. Because I've been listening to it a lot recently. Welcome to Bonkers by Necrogoblicon is just so fucking fun. It's such a stupid, dumb, fun fucking album. I love. Oh, it's so good. My girlfriend and I have been sending albums back and forth to each other because we have very different music tastes. And she was like, "I'm gonna get you into country," and I'm like, "You're gonna fucking die." So she sent me a country
Don't
album.
say I need to cut that this don't cut that out of context. I don't need to. No. That's not what this is
And,
about.
Now we're
Okay.
canceled.
Yeah.
Great.
And I was like,
We
if you
thought it was
send me
gonna
that,
be me.
I'm going to have to send you something horrific. And she was like, so she sent me, I forget what it was. It was Zach Bryan. I don't know. That's like the most country sounding name though. I
It's
think
two
it was a
first
Zach
names.
Bryan
Yeah,
album.
that's all you have to do is put two
Yeah,
first names
honestly, yeah.
together.
Logan
and that's
Paul is
country.
like a country artist or something, right? And so I sent her this album by Necrogoblicon, who is just a death metal band, or sort of the goblins are the sole focus, and she really liked it, and I was like, oh. So I think that's a good thing, but I'm not 100%. But no, I listened to that before I sent it to her, and I was like, yeah, that's really good. It's only like 40 minutes, but it's a very good album.
I just want to preface everyone. This is what Marcus said is in context, so don't take any of that out of context because that wouldn't be good at all.
You don't need the internet would never take anything out of context. It wouldn't happen. It doesn't happen.
No, certainly, Marcus. That would never happen. Why would you
I
think
trust
that?
the internet with all of my heart. Okay, it would never disappoint me ever.
That's crazy, man. Well,
gonna-
I'm glad you can go live life in such a dramatic fashion, so I appreciate it. But guys, seriously, don't do it. Don't. I know you want to. I know there's that urge in your brain to just be like, you know what? I'm trying to get this band canceled. Don't do it. Don't do it. It wouldn't be good. I'd be
I'm
upset.
gonna walk it back a little bit to explain my answer. So the last song on the album, or on the first, MX. So at the end of the song, there's just a 30-minute gap of silence. So I would have 30 minutes to just sit in silence, and then the secret song plays, and then the album picks up back again. So I would have that time to just sit there and just not have to like listen to music.
You could just pause it.
Why would you do that?
That's true.
You're forced to listen to it for a
Why
month.
didn't I
I'm
think of
picking the
that?
one that has some
Some space.
gap of
literally.
silenceness. Yes.
Yeah, I respect it. I knew what you were thinking, Peter. I was like, I respect the choice. That's a go-to pick. I like it. All right, and then obviously for Garrett, I have to choose for him. Not that he has a choice, but I'm gonna do it.
I can actually pick it for him, probably.
No, I want to know what Brandon's is.
It's
Very
gonna
curious.
all right. So I think Garrett, if I have to use my intuition, right, and just knowing about nothing about him, I'm gonna say his choice it has to be that U2 album that got thrown onto your phone and you didn't want it. That's the album. Whatever fucking
Yeah.
album that
I know
is.
what album that is too. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I think that's what his
Yes.
choice would be. That would be my guess.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty good intuition, so I would say that one. 100%.
I'm gonna defend Garrett a little bit. Give him like a real answer. I'm gonna say "In Waves" by Trivium.
Are you saying that my answer was not real, Peter?
Yeah, are you
No.
crediting him?
Let's just all pick one for Garrett.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to pick one for Garrett.
I don't remember the name of the record, but I have a picture in my head, so someone else go first.
City of Evil by Avenged Sevenfold. I think that's a very solid pick for him. That or Waking the Fallen. Those
Okay.
are like his two favorites.
Respect.
Pinkerton Weezer.
Probably.
Okay. Rashomon,
Oh,
by
yeah, yeah.
Ibaraki,
Oh,
however
yeah.
you spell it, is the solo black metal project of Matt Heafy from Trivium. It's
Gerard
actually-
Way has a cameo.
It's really
He-
good. Gerard Way has a feature on a song where he does like these crazy screams.
Yeah.
It's a great
check that
record,
out.
but Garrett, he memes the shit out of that record and talks
Yeah.
about it all the time. So
It's
that's the one.
yeah.
So it's
I
truly
actually, I
the
need to
YouTube
listen
record.
to that, but I don't think I'll enjoy it. But I do need to listen to it.
Respect. I feel like you're going into it without any expectation whatsoever. That's what it seems like, Marcus. You're not gonna.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Well,
say that it's a
I
bad
heard
record without
Ronin,
listening to
which
it.
is the one that Gerard Way was in. But I mean, I'm not a big black metal fan.
Ah,
But I'll listen to it. Matt Kichihifi that's one hell of a man. He does Twitch streams, and the one Twitch stream I watched was boring as hell. So, but I know his
Are you-
music. Like Trivium's good. I know that.
Poor guy.
man, you're. Well, I guess you'll never take up that tour with Trivium, so it's all right. It's what
Oh
it is.
no! Oh, I'm so that crushed me.
What happened to Dylan?
I thought
Dylan
that,
got
I thought
so
that was,
upset
I thought
he
Brandon
left.
just left, and I was like, oh gosh.
He said,
Dude.
"No Trivium tour.
No
Nah,
Trivium
I'm
tour,
out."
I'm out.
Later.
I gotta go. He's like, I'm done. The last question, guys. I end all of my interviews off with this. So I appreciate the time. And guys, listen, go check out City in Oblivion. The links will be in the description. Go show them some love.
do
Go
it.
subscribe. They're great. But I want to know, obviously, I've been doing this collectively for over 7 years. But I wanted to know why you guys are passionate about making music. A lot of the times I have bands on here and bands that have been doing it for a couple months and bands that have been pushing the test of time, So I want to know, what kind of continues to come back and, why you choose to make music, because you could realistically be doing a lot of other shit with your life, but choosing music is an important aspect. So I want to know why you do it.
I have my answer.
Hey,
Um,
let's go.
I may not be very good at it, but I get the most enjoyment out of it. Out of everything else I do, music is the thing that brings me the most enjoyment. So I always just go back to it no matter what.
Does someone
Yeah.
else want to go before me?
I can go. I'll take you back.
Peters was so good that everybody else was like,
Who
"Oh,
wants to
shit."
follow that up?
Yeah, I respect
I'll
it.
pick-
Yeah.
I'll piggyback. I'm with Peter. Even if we're not the greatest at it, I don't think there's a better feeling than performing stuff that you made and then like looking out into the crowd, seeing people vibe with it, and then like looking around at your friends and knowing we're all doing this. So that's why.
All right. Marcus is giving me a look, so I'll just.
I like how like subtly Marcus is like trying to be band manager and is like, okay, you better fucking.
He's just
talk,
got the
yeah.
shit-eating grin. So I can tell. I know what that means.
You know what that? Yeah, it's your time to go. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Right. So we talked a little bit earlier about my history with music and being born to a Metallica song and stuff, but like music, with that being my first experience as a human being, even though I can't remember it, music has always been a huge part of my life. My mom and I listen to records all the time. She's the reason I have the music taste I have. She's the reason I'm into the metal stuff. My older siblings are musicians. my grandmom was a killer soprano in this like relatively famous German choir back when she was younger. We were military family, so they lived in Germany and all that stuff. So music has always just like been around, and through I've dealt with some hardships in my life, and music was the one thing that helped me get through those things. Dealing with some of the harder, more dark aspects of life, and that sort of inspired me to want to make music of my own to hopefully help other people one day the way it helped me.
I love that. That's a good one, Hunter. Then we're gonna close it out with Marcus. You better bring all the heat, Marcus.
If I
I'm
know
telling you.
that, I wouldn't have want to follow that up. I was gonna say all of that, sure, but also, who the fuck wants a real job, bro?
Yeah.
Respect.
But
Yeah.
music is very, very, very cool. And Garrett and I before this were in another band. And ever since like writing your first stuff and like recording shit is so much fun too. Like the whole process is just really fun. So on top of that, being able to make money off of that, even if it's not a lot, just like living on tour with even just like the band, they're like, oh, you have a van and you have to like go day to day eating like Cheetos to like survive, but you still like go to like whatever bar at night and play music. That sounds so much fun. That sounds like such a blast. And then getting to be like being able to like over time see you like improve in writing and playing and performing and everything. That's 10 out of 20 out of 10 even. Maybe gonna get crazy. Maybe even 30 out of 10. That's
30
like
out
the
of
best
10.
thing.
Holy shit.
That's pretty high.
Yeah,
What
that
was
is.
the previous band called, Marcus?
King's Throne.
There it is.
Yep.
That's a
All
name.
one word because we thought we were cool.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Very interesting name. Well, I think you've upgraded into a better name, arguably.
I think that
Nice.
is correct also.
Let's go.
Was that the first name you guys landed on? Or did you have other band names?
We had other names.
It
Garrett
doesn't
was
seem like you
ch-
want to say them, so I feel
No,
like
it's nothing bad. Garrett was super into Death Do Us Part.
For this
But
band, yeah.
for this, yeah. Well, yeah, for this band, Death Do Us Part, he was like really on. And then we were like, no. And he was like, yes. And we were like, no. It was when he was in Baltimore still.
Baltimore, yeah.
And Dylan and I were on a FaceTime call with him. And Dylan, what did you say? City In Oblivion?
Yeah, we started naming like Minecraft objects.
And he heard it like cut out and he heard City In Oblivion. He's like, did you say City In Oblivion? And we're like, yeah, that's what we said.
I respect it. It was all about a fumble of words, and now you have a band name. So
Yeah, brought
It's
it up
good.
beautifully. Thank you,
Hey.
Apple.
Oh
The
well.
other good one was Slave to the Applause, which was just me, Marcus, and Dylan from the one time we jammed. Which is
It's a very edgy name.
That is a very, yeah. I feel like you'd be in like a new metal band, That seems
Mhm.
it seems to be
it
in
was
that lane.
supposed to be a new metal project.
Wow, I crushed it. All right. Well, I don't need to say any more. I think
That's it. Enough said.
I said it all. But I'm gonna let you guys say some more stuff, which is tell the people where they can find City in Oblivion, what you guys have coming up in the next couple months, and anything else you would like to plug about your band.
Cool. All right. So we have Facebook, like you said, but no one uses Facebook. So if you do use Facebook, first of all, cool. Second of all, follow us on it. We have an Instagram, which is they're both just at City In Oblivion. We have a YouTube, just at City In Oblivion. And then we have an EP coming up that will hopefully be midsummer. Hopefully, it's
Not the movie.
shaping up to be like early to midsummer.
Right now, we're still we're getting the mixes back. We're listening to the mixes. I actually just sent them to everybody yesterday because I know the engineer. They're not showing up in the Google Drive, so I have to resend them. But
Yeah.
very soon.
He's like, oh man, sorry, I keep fumbling the link.
Hopefully,
and he
we'll
keeps
get to
moving
hear it
them
tonight,
around.
right, Dylan? It's
I
very
mean,
easy.
yeah, I'll just resend it after the interview.
Yeah, it's a very easy fix. So we'll hopefully be able to hear it tonight. We're starting. We already finished. Like one of them is already completely done. We're pretty sure that there's like one of the other, like another one is already done. So there's not that much left. So we should hopefully by the end of like, hopefully by next, like this time next month, we'll have everything done and we'll just be able to upload it. So end of June, early July, hopefully.
So,
And that'll be really cool. And then we're still writing stuff, trying to get more shows. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll hear all about it.
Wow, you were not shy about that, Marcus. So I respect
No.
it, though. I respect the drive, you know. So I'll follow that up with guys. Check out City in Oblivion. All the links will be below. And go give them a follow. Go sub to their YouTube channel. As I mentioned before, listen, I'm trying. Let's get them to 100 subs. That'd be kind of ridiculous. So if you can do that, that'd
And
be
the
amazing.
TikTok.
And
Oh shit! Oh, we have a TikTok.
they have
too.
a
I'm so sorry.
TikTok.
That's where you can see Garrett twerking.
just
City in Oblivion.
I just want to
also.
see if that's just the one video you have up on the TikTok.
I think
We
it's the
have more.
last one of
There's
the
a
last
couple more,
ones.
but that's up there.
That's
It would
the
be funny
main
if it
one.
was
That's
just
the
the
one that
one
people go to
video.
TikTok to see.
The exclusive content from City in Oblivion. If you want to check that out, I'll also leave that down in the description as well. If you enjoyed this interview, share, like, and subscribe. It goes a long way. And huge thanks to City in Oblivion for coming on today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
Thank you so much.
Say your band name, City in Oblivion. I don't think I'm gonna mess that up, but just in case, you know, bands pronunciate things weird. So, you know,
You
wanna make
couldn't
sure I
mess
have
it
it
up
right.
more than several people already have. Mainly at
What?
open mic nights.
Yeah, dude.
Open mic nights, people don't give a shit. It's very
Well,
sad.
okay. Now I need to know which one was the worst one you've heard.
Ooh,
City in Oblivion or whatever.
or whatever
That's-
was great.
or whatever, yeah.
what? Oh,
Yeah, That was a good
Pure
one.
diss. It was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Which one was that? I don't
no.
remember that.
That was our first Bel Air one.
Musicland. Yeah, that was a
I feel like
Musicland.
you should. I feel like you should now just make a shirt that says that.
We considered it.
You should.
There's
I think
a
that's
picture.
I think that's a pro move.
My cousin was there recording that performance, and when she sent it to me, she titled it. she titled it or whatever. So I mean, it was cool.
Wow.
Loved that. It was good.
Are you all right there, bud? You got real heated.
That was good. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
He really was like, "Shut the fuck up!" All right, cool.
I just
Let's
texted
do this
my
interview.
parents. I'd text
Dude.
them so I wouldn't have to look at them in the face and be like, "Yeah, we have an interview today. So if you guys couldn't bother me, that'd be great." They were like, "Okay."
They like jump over your bed in the back. They're like, "I have a question for you," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Bro, why now? All the times."
I'm just scared. We have two big ass Saint Bernards, and I'm scared that my parents will let them out and they'll just start going fucking ape shit outside, like barking at someone on a bike.
It wouldn't be the worst thing, I think. You know. At
Nah,
least-
probably not.
it's probably
Dylan has
not.
like 5 dogs, so I'm sure Dylan could have it worse.
It'd be great if Dylan just is like, you just see the back of his door and you just hear like a bunch of like punching of like them running into the door. They're like trying to get in. Oh, that'd be great.
Dude. That's why I said, I was like, hey, shut the fuck up. Someone's gonna come in here.
Dylan went to each one of his dogs.
He went up to- yeah.
"If you fucking talk, I swear to
Yeah.
God, bro."
Dude,
You
I had
are
him
not
like
going to
this.
be popular on the internet. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to give you, I'm not going to add you into my Grammy speech when I win, you know?
Damn.
No,
no
that's
free clout.
cold.
No free clout for the dogs.
Damn,
Nope.
that's messed up. That's messed up. But